1, 2, 3. What's the podcast? We are back in the building. Patreon Dreams Part 2. We're gonna get it right this time. We're just gonna
Part 1.5.
This is the actual proper introduction. DJ Jerome Baker III, I am here. Shout out to my man, always available, #Streetwear Eddie.
What up, fellas?
And don't charge Abdul.
What's up, y'all?
Remember, you're checking this out. Patreon.com/What's the Podcast. Our free members tier is exploding we pretty much predicted that. Our paid members tier is growing as well.
That's exploding too.
Just do know. I mean, being that they can see the actual numbers, we can't say exploding, but it's.
I mean, we had somebody sign up. We had somebody but we had somebody sign up for the $20 tier.
I got a text tonight from somebody who says, "Dog, y'all really gonna guarantee a sneaker release if someone subscribes the super tier?" I said, "Yep."
Is that the super tier? Did you put that in there?
Yeah, I did not put that up there yet. Okay. No, I did not. We did not initiate. Super tier is gonna wait until the year is a little further along.
Also, yes, we are not getting you the shoe. We're not buying the shoe for you.
I think we were clear with that, though. I think what he's asking is, are we serious about giving him the opportunity to buy a pair that
he or she? We have to
yeah,
correct.
Yeah. We can do women's sizes and kid sizes too. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a seed that you want to bless with something dope, we can help out.
The women's sizes in those Asics we got today went absolutely crazy.
Listen, that could have been part of the tier right there.
If you're into the Asics Gel Cayenne 14,
it's a great shoe.
I like the women's colorway better than the men's.
Absolutely,
I think the men's colorway is should be more of a women's colorway.
Well, the men's colorway we're just running that back.
No, I'm saying, but it has like purple on it and everything. No,
yeah, right. And then they did so well for us. Madewell copped a pair. I mean, they made an order, right? But then these women,
the store,
since they're like right next door to us.
Okay.
They ended up getting Asics, but they were like slow moving.
Mm-hmm.
We got these new ones today. I mean, our numbers today look crazy compared to a regular Tuesday.
I like the men's version better. I'm looking at it again.
The women's tough, bro. You got to see.
No. Yeah. Listen, I got you. Of course, I got you. But if I had to pick one out of the two, I'm picking the men's version. I like the mostly black stripes on the logo.
Okay.
There's more hints of the black throughout the shoe. And I prefer that.
Correct.
A lot of that is like an eggplant color though.
Oh, like whatever. The darker color, I prefer that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, don't sleep on those women's joints though. Those are
I agree.
Those are mean and vicious. What's the podcast? Patreon Dreams Part 2. We just want to consistently remind you to check out, patreon.com/What's the Podcast. There is a free member tier. We've got Tom and I actually worked out everything. So moving forward, just, we'll see how the ball bounces, but it should be very proper this time moving forward.
How did the conversation with Tom go about last week?
We just had to identify and acknowledge a few things. That's all. Just, what I mean? Just that's all.
Tom, the real silent G in all of this.
So identify, acknowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was it. You know what I mean? I think we're just gonna continue to see what's good. Patreon does really well when you it's all about what you can do for Patreon. You get what you get what you put in. Pause.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we I meant to actually hit Tom these past couple of days, see if we can upload some of our older videos.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we have some more content on there because it's been such a snowy existence here in Washington, D.C. If you don't live in the area, we got I don't know the exact number that we got, but
we got it.
It was enough to disrupt the area traffic wise. I feel like the area did a really bad job of preparing this time.
I also feel like the type of snow that we got was just really bad. Like it was that like slippery powder that you can't really do shit about. I don't care. Like I saw trucks getting stuck. Like,
well,
it was just bad.
Well, I think the cold weather is what really made it even worse because, the snow came down and we're all used to snow, but the temperature dipping down to the early 20s froze that shit real quick, and very quickly that snow became ice on the roads. My shit was sliding all over the place.
Yo, I almost crashed yesterday.
Me too.
Right by your crib on that hill that takes you down to the park.
That's exactly where I almost crashed too.
Like, I had to it was like a car at the stop sign. I had to beat my horn.
I beat my joint just to let them know, yo, I'm coming through.
And I can't stop.
Yep. I mean, they saw me sliding, so
yeah.
I mean, where? And that's exactly the same spot it happened to me.
And I didn't even try to go back that same way because there was no way I was going to make it up that hill.
Me neither. Yeah, coming back, I went the other way around. I went
the
long
long way. Yeah.
For those of us who don't have a whip, you know what I'm saying, the bus system wasn't running perfectly. It's great, you know what I mean? It was DC itself, particularly the main streets, 14, 16, Georgia.
They were all good.
U Street, all good.
Arteries were good.
It's really all of those side streets and back streets where, they might not be cleaning up till the end of the week. People, if you park at the bottom of a hill, you're just kind of out the way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and
but those are like the roads that we're accustomed to navigating through the city on. Nobody. Everybody takes the side street this way, that way, and
for sure
it was fucked.
For sure.
Yeah, those side streets is really the cheat code to moving around during rush hour traffic because everybody for some reason stays on those main streets. And if you know what time it is, DC is very much like every other city where the whole city, if you look at the map, is sort of like a grid. Everything is going north to south or east to west. The numbers go north to south, the letters go east to west, and state names go diagonal. You know what I'm saying? So even if I see 16th is full of traffic, I can hop over to 15th or 14th or 13th and go in the same direction, and it's probably going to be less congested. So
for sure,
that's just a little. Even when I go to LA, man, that's how I move. I stay away from the big streets.
Yeah,
I just go on the small joints, and I refuse to get on the highway out there. I don't do the highway in Los Angeles, and you'll be all right. It'll take you a little bit longer, but the car is moving.
You're moving.
Yeah. Moving.
Listen, man. Speaking of Los Angeles, I was in Los Angeles over the weekend.
How was that?
Tremendous. Tremendous.
What was so tremendous about it?
First of all, LA, everybody out there is complaining because it's 60 degrees. They're like, oh my, they're like, I'm so cold. I'm like,
they got the
Stone Island Rome got shorts on.
I'm like, yo, what do y'all, wait, what? Like, they got layers.
They got the puffers on.
They had puffers. They had hoodie with an Arc'teryx on top.
Scully's on. You were like, oh, do you try to challenge me on Arc'teryx?
I was like,
is that what it is?
Did you see my ad?
I was like, I wish we had 60 right now, guys. Like, y'all don't understand.
Did you see my ad?
New ad coming soon.
Okay.
Spring, summer 24.
I love it.
But LA was great, man. The weather was cool.
Did you Patreon anything out there?
I have no idea what that means, but I'm gonna say no.
Just a little bit earlier, you said you get it out of it what you put in. So
that's more of an effort,
I was just wondering if
where'd you DJ in LA?
We connected. Played a spot called Adults Only, which is Sunset La Brea.
That's always
on
good.
Friday,
right there.
In the mix. And then played on the West Side Saturday night, a spot called Mom's Bar. Mom's Bar. Yep. Hung out at a day party during the day, was actually 3 doors down from the old Commonwealth. Which is very like
the Spanish joint.
It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh, okay.
But my man was having a day party there, and it was just like, oh man, I've been on this block before, and then I was like, oh wow, this is like
the old stomping ground.
Yeah. Like just the old.
What's a Podcast supporters? If you want to listen to the full episode of What's a Podcast, go subscribe to our channel on Patreon, man. Patreon.com/What's a Podcast. We do have a free tier available, but there's also some not so free tiers. So check it out. All right, we'll see you all over there. Peace.